Fala aí, galerinha, beleza? Cara, o bagulho já até começou e os caras botou que era 4 horas da tarde, mano. É 3h52.
At a future show. All right, our next game is an official selection of the Tribeca Games Festival. It's American Arcadia, where you play Trevor, whose life is being televised with the viewing population constantly voting you up or down. When you become unpopular, you need to start running for your life. Check this out.
Caralho, é muito bizarro, mano. Os caras botou assim, vai começar
Picture a
em
city
5
where
horas na hora que
technology
o
and
bagulho da live.
science go hand in hand with fun and entertainment.
Aí começa antes a parada.
My grandfather, Elijah Walton, had a dream to build the city of tomorrow. That dream is now a reality, and that city is Arcadia. A 43-square-mile metropolis where each and every citizen enjoys a life of luxury
Remake
and
Silent
comfort.
Hill.
Broadcast live
Pô, mano,
24
remake do
hours a
Silent
day,
Hill não teve
7
nem do
days a
Silent
week
Hill 1,
on
vai ter do
every
2?
digital platform. American Arcadia. Control.
Certo é os caras
Subject
começar a
on the
remake
run
pelo
on
primeiro.
camera 4025. Interrupt broadcast immediately.
Listen to me. We can't allow Trevor Hills to escape under any circumstances.
Trevor. Trevor, can you hear me? Be careful and don't
Fala aí,
make a
João
sound.
Alex, beleza, mano?
Don't worry. I'm going to get you out of there.
Apparently, we've made it to the beach. Next up is a sequel we've all been anticipating for a long time. There's Trouble in Paradise, and watch out, you don't want to get bitten. After many years of rumors, we finally get an update on this much
Dessa vez esse cara tá usando um
anticipated
tênis maneiro, né? A última vez usou um tênis feio pra cacete. Ah, aquele jogo de zumbi. Os zumbis vão estar correndo atrás dele agora. Ou não, né? É outro bagulho. Eu já vi um trailer assim, o cara botava um fone, aí de um monte de zumbi correndo atrás dele. Ah, não acredito. Jogo de cabra.
There you have it. That was Goat Simulator 3, and it's coming later this year to the Epic Games
Dead
Store.
Island 2, né? Eu vi
Now,
esse
last
trailer.
year, Marvel and 2K announced Marvel's Midnight Suns, a tactical RPG from Firaxis Games, the studio behind XCOM and Civilizations. Heroes from the Avengers and X-Men crossover
Fala aí,
with
Fernando Vital, beleza,
supernatural
mano?
ones like Blade and Ghost
Esse
Rider
programa
for
começou
a
às
battle
13 horas,
against
informaram.
Lilith, the mother of demons.
16 horas no
Today,
post. É, os
we've
caras
got to
são
look at
foda,
some new
cara.
folks set to join the battle.
Fala aí, Cláudio, beleza, mano?
This world has no hope under your watch.
Normal, gente. Aqui, ó, a gente não pode esperar coisa boa. Se vier coisa boa, a gente fica animado. Mas tem que esperar coisa ruim. Se vier coisa boa, aí a gente fica animado, entendeu? Pega a gente surpresa.
And I will make you
Igual aquele evento da Sony. Eu falei pra vocês, não esperem nada de bom. Porque todas as vezes que teve essa porra, só veio lixo. E veio Resident Evil 4, veio algumas coisas lá, maneiro. Show de bola.
there, my sweet child. Mother won't hurt you.
Tadinho do Venom.
Typical Parker luck. I'm gonna need some backup.
Metálica? Caralho. Meteram um metálicazinho bolado ali. Midnight Suns.
Counting on you again, old friend. 3,
Que Homem-Aranha é esse, cara?
1. That used to always work. Well, it did that one time.
That was Midnight Suns, and now we're moving on to the wonderful world of Cuphead, the delicious last
não, esse
course.
jogo não,
Can-
mano.
Can you believe it? We're only a couple weeks away from playing the delicious last course DLC. You see how they did that for Cuphead?
DLC
Joining me
do
now is Maya
Cuphead.
Moldenhauer from Studio MDHR.
Não
So
consigo
first of
jogar
all,
esse
Maya,
jogo.
it's really coming.
It's really coming June 30th on all major platforms. We are thrilled.
Well, I'm so thrilled too that I think all the fans can't believe
Diretora
that
do
this is
estúdio,
here. And I've
caramba,
been
bonitona.
lucky enough to play this actually on my Steam Deck last week, and you guys gave me a copy. I can't. People are not going to be ready for how amazing this looks and the
O sapato do
backgrounds
cara
and
ainda
what
é
you guys have
feio.
done.
O
I feel
cara
like
não
you've-
consegue
you've
acertar o
amped up,
sapato em
obviously,
todos
the
os eventos
gameplay.
que
It's
ele faz.
difficult,
Esse
as we would
apresentador
expect,
aí.
but the
Mas pelo
visual
menos o
look, you
sapato
guys
é
have taken it
preto.
even to the next level, which I didn't think was
Não
possible.
fica parecendo
we actually
tanto.
did. I
Combina
couldn't
mais com a
pinpoint one thing
calça,
that
com a
we're proud of
camisa.
in this because we really honed our
Mas
craft,
esses caras têm
took
um mau
everything
gosto
to the
por
next
roupa.
level, from animation, the backgrounds, the music, gameplay design, and of course our new playable character, Miss Chalice. I'm very proud of her.
Chalice is fun to
Meu
play
Deus, a
as,
mulher tá
and
sem
even though this is
sutiã,
a
mané.
DLC, it feels like it's its own game inside of Cuphead in many ways.
It is, definitely.
Yeah, you just get on the island, and there you are off to this new new territory, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's our biggest island yet. Super-sized bosses, lots of secrets to discover. Don't let any rock go unturned.
Yes, and lots of challenge ahead. Well, I know you brought. I know you don't want people to necessarily have too much spoiled about the game, but you brought a little something for people.
A little something, yeah. It's brand new gameplay footage of one of our new bosses, Mortimer Freeze. It takes place in an icy arena and features some of my personal favorite attacks and transformations. We hope everyone enjoys it.
All right, let's check it out. Cuphead, the delicious last course. Thanks, Smile.
Ih, vai estar um copinho novo. Tá maluco, jogo difícil do caralho, maluco. Tá louco. Pô, essa fase até tá parecendo fácil comparado com o que... Tem uma série do Cuphead na Netflix. É gravado. Deixa eu ver. O tradutor não funciona não, meu nobre. Chupou. Mamou. Dá nem pra traduzir a legenda da...
Now, if you want even more Cuphead, and who doesn't, tomorrow we will show you an exclusive look at Season 2 of the Cuphead Show when I co-host Netflix's Geek Week, which will include new show and game announcements. It streams at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And that's not all. There's more Summer Game Fest all weekend long. Coming up next is the Day of the Devs Indie Showcase with IM8-Bit and Double Fine, then Devolver's Marketing Countdown to Marketing. Tomorrow, after Geek Week, there is the Epic Games Store Showcase at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with news on Rocket League and the Tribeca Games Showcase. And Sunday, don't miss the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase with a look at the future of Xbox.
Cada data é tipo a E3. Cada data vai ter
some
bagulho.
Exciting news for Nintendo Switch and PC fans about Neon White, a game where you play an assassin
Amanhã
from
também
hell
vai ter. Será que vai
who slays
ser
demons
3 horas da
with a
tarde?
chance to ascend to
Eu
heaven.
programo o bagulho certo. Fala aí, Cubo. Acho que acabou.
We're called neons. Sinners plucked from hell to do God's dirty work. But I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven.
Não conheço esse anime, esse anime. Jogabilidade meio estranha, mano. A mira assim fixada na tela. Não aparece nem os braços do boneco.
10 days here. You day, you mission from Almighty.
You think you can win me over by showering me with gifts? Good thinking.
Sem graça, hein?
We've shown you lots of games today made by huge teams. Now it's time for a game made by a single father in Poland.
Mó sacão, hein, maluco?
Over the past year, he's brought on some
Caralho,
help to
usa
bring
essas
his vision
calças, essa
for
skin
a
apertada
fast-paced
pra ficar
action
mostrando
game,
o saco.
Midnight Fight Express, to life. Let's take a look.
Caralho, mano, esses caras ricos são foda, não tem gosto de roupa não.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time, partner. Time to rise up. Together.
Tá me lembrando Jack Chan do Play 1 esse jogo aí.
It's happening. The big guy's actually going through with it. While I sat at his side, seeing lives as dollar signs, I had the stink of corruption all over me. You know who put it there? Nah, not him. Me. Well, I ain't wearing it anymore, and neither are you. Tonight, we wash this whole damn city down.
Já deu pra perceber que vai ser uma merda. Isso daí são os cofundadores. Tem o cofundador do God of War, né? Ou seja, não é o fundador principal, é o que fica do ladinho ali. E o cofundador lá do outro jogo que apareceu aí. Tá fazendo isso aí agora.
Next week. I really want more playable games to get in the hands of you guys at home, and that's what I'm
Warframe.
All right. Joining me now is Megan from Digital Extremes to talk all things Warframe. Megan, how you doing?
I'm so good. My fellow Canadian.
I know. We got a lot. It just happen to always have these Canadian teams on the show. I don't know how that works out, right?
Okay.
We do. Well, We have a great connection. We've also done a lot with Warframe over the years. And I know right now, anyone watching on Twitch for more than 30 minutes, this show is going to get a special Twitch drop, right?
That's right. I already have seen people getting it, so it's very exciting. She's right there, loud and proud. Protea, 30 minutes for watching. Thank you for letting us kind of take over your special events category, but she is there and she is for you if you are properly linked up.
No, Warframe, you know, as I said, we've done a
Se eu
lot over the
tivesse
years.
dinheiro pra caralho, eu ia comprar uma empresa dessa aí de criação de jogos e ia fazer um jogo pica.
Coming up in July, which is your big kind of event of the year to reveal what's next. What can you tell us?
Well, I can't tell too much, but yeah, July 16th, 2022, it's a digital event again this year. Today, actually, we just launched the digital items for it, so you can get some in-game goodies, some really cool cosmetics, some merch, all that really great stuff went live today. But of course, the reason I'm here is to, you know, kind of debut. We have our Tenno Live during TennoCon, which is our big reveal of the night, and we usually do a little bit of a gameplay, a little bit of a demo, and I think a lot of people can suspect what it might be, but I'm here to kind of confirm what it is that Tenno Live is going to show. And what is that? Can I say it?
Yes, I think you can.
Okay, you're going to get your first look at the Duviri Paradox.
Finally!
Finally, I know it's been a couple years, but Duviri Paradox is going to be what Tenno Live is all about, and I'm so happy. The team worked really hard on the teaser you're about to see for it, and I'm just really proud and excited to show it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for being here on Summer Game Fest. Let's take a look at that right now.
My child, my friend, what was done is done. New dangers, new choices await us now. For now, dream of who we were and of who we have become.
Next, it's time for a new look at Honkai Star Rail, an upcoming open-world space RPG. Yeah, a lot of space today from Genshin Impact studio Hoyoverse across mobile and PC. This studio continues to deliver, and this new trailer reveals for the very first time a new and exotic realm players will be able to explore.
Listen, you are in a daze right now. You don't know who you are, why you're here. None of that matters. In the near future, you will encounter many perils. You will meet companions who treat you like family and embark on unimaginable adventures. You feel in this moment. As long as you know in your heart where you're heading, you will arrive at the end of the story. That's the you I like.
I have wine to soothe the souls of honored guests. Welcome aboard the Cienjo La Fool.
And that's not all from Hoyoverse. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to Zenless Zone Zero, their next major new IP. It's a futuristic urban action game. I have to say, I'm blown away by what I've seen so far. It was announced a couple weeks ago, and it has the detail of Genshin Impact with a fast-paced action style. Here is the world premiere of a brand new look at Zenless's notable characters, armed enemies, and world of danger.
Ô Cláudio, beleza? Eu vou... Dia 13? É que dia? Cai que dia da semana, dia 13? Segunda-feira agora, né? A gente abre uma live aí pra ver. Já falaram que vão mudar, né? Só porcaria mesmo. Ah, porra. Fala aí, Momo, tudo bem? Fala aí, Kevin. Disseram que vão mudar a história do Resident Evil 4, que é pros fãs como é que falaram? Os fãs não serem preconceituosos, bagulho assim. Que foi reimaginado. Mano, eu tô prevendo algum fã maluco do Resident Evil 4, porque o que mais tem é fã maluco de Resident Evil 4. Os malucos são doentes mental mesmo. Se falar mal, os malucos querem bater, quer atacar bomba. Eu prevejo, se fizerem uma merda no Resident Evil 4 Remake, alguém vai dar de kamikaze lá na sede da Capcom no Japão e vai explodir aquela porra. Papo reto. Tem vagabundo que é louco. Os fãs de Resident Evil 4 é nesse nível. Tartaruga Ninja. Século 21. 2022. Olha o jogo. Olha o gráfico do jogo. Caralho. Por que não botou com o gráfico desse desenho aí? Ia ficar muito mais da hora, mano. Ah, quer ficar simulando 1984, porra? O jogo em si parece maneirinho, cara. Estilo Metal Slug, tá ligado? Mas, pô, podia meter um gráfico igual apareceu do... O desenho daquele cara de máscara ali, pô. 6 play... modo pra 6 players. Pô, cara, esse vai ser um jogo legal de jogar com os amigos, sabe? Fazer live, pode ser até interessante. Mas, pô, botar esse gráfico aí de pixel aí... É porque quer fazer estilo retrô, né? Mas eu acho que poderia fazer estilo retrô com gráfico pica. Desenho detalhado igual anime, fica show de bola. Android? Vai lançar 16 de junho. Whisky é ruim pra caralho. Não sei como é que os outros gostam. Cor de perfume. Alguém já usou aquele caiaque antigo da Natura? O whisky tem o mesmo gosto. Não sei como é que os caras gostam. Fala aí, Bruna, Eric. O que negócio é que se você fizer a história igual, os caras reclamam. E se não fizer mudar muita coisa, os caras ainda vão reclamar. É foda, mano. Assim, meu ponto de vista, Resident Evil 4 Remake tinha que ser assim. a história principal completa do PlayStation 2, né? Do GameCube, do GameCube lá, Resident Evil 4. E estender mais coisas. Como eu falei na live quando lançou ele lá, eu comentei. Mostrar acontecimentos depois de Raccoon City, até ele virar um agente lá dos Estados Unidos lá e tal, mostrar coisas na Casa Branca, gameplay dele conversando com o pessoal, a gente andar dentro da Casa Branca, essas paradas. Sonhos dele, né, dele lembrando algumas coisas no passado. Porra, até mesmo lá com o Krauser, mano, entendeu? Lembrando mais coisas.
How far will you push humankind?
Entendeu? Porque aí não ia ter como os outros reclamar, porque ia ter coisa, todo o jogo completo, o clássico, e teria coisas acrescentando ao novo. Aí, bicho, ia foder os dois lados, não ia ter como os dois lados reclamar. Os caras é burro, mano. Os caras é muito burro. Não sabe fazer jogo mais não. Esqueceram como é que faz joguinho. Como é que faz história. Tô falando. Se eu fosse milionário, eu comprava aqui porque eu mandava todo mundo embora.
The Straw Hat Pirates journeying along the Grand Line.
Vitor Hugo, é aqui fazendo merda como sempre. Eu não vou esperar muita coisa do Resident Evil 4 Remake não. Daqui a pouco você vai jogar o jogo, vai zerar em 1h30 também, igual Resident Evil 3 Remake. Porra, não consigo gostar desse anime, mano. Não consigo achar graça, velho. Nada contra quem curte não, mas não consigo gostar, mano. Uma loucura. Ah não, assim, a história deve manter aquela parada da filha do presidente, o Leon ir resgatar ela, né? Dali, bicho, não sei o que esperar mais. Ou então vão fazer um showcase daqui, igual fizeram no Resident Evil 8. Vão botar um famosinho que ninguém conhece pra jogar e vão ficar mostrando a cara do maluco jogando Resident Evil 4. Igual fizeram com Resident Evil 8, lembram? Botaram um babaca lá pra jogar. Aí a gente ficou 1 hora olhando o cara jogar. Eles não mostraram nem a tela do jogo do cara, o cara jogando. O cara mostrando as reações do cara jogando. Falei, caralho. Eu fiquei muito puto, cara. Fala aí, Diego, beleza? Eu fiquei muito bolado, mano. Tá maluco. Os caras metem essa. Bota a webcam na cara do maluco, o cara jogando a demo do Resident Evil 8. Saúde. Aí, porra, não mostra o jogo, mostra a cara do maluco. Oh, nossa. Falei, tá, e aí? Eu quero ver o jogo, não quero ver a cara desse maluco feio pra caralho, não. Fiquei puto. Vazaram que o Dr. Salvador, Serra Elétrica, vai ficar indo atrás do Leon durante o jogo. Ah, maneiro. Mas eu acho que não deveria ser o Doutor Estranho. Eu acho que deveria ser aquele cara lá igual o Tyrant. Aquele que a gente arranca o olho pra abrir o portão lá do castelo. Aquele maluco tinha que ser o perseguidor. Vim boladão, forte. Porque ele, porra, aquele cara ali, quando eu vi o Resident Evil 4 pela primeira vez, eu achei que aquele maluco ia ser igual o Nemesis. Aquele ali ia ser legal. O Salvador não, cara. O Salvador nem tem graça. Salvador nem tem graça. Ele já é um sub-boyzinho bem merda, sabe? Transformar ele num boss final até vai ficar muito feio.
The Epic Mega Sale is going on right now. Save up to 75% off top PC titles with an additional 25% off eligible products.
Qual a expectativa? Zerinho, zerinho.
Without the free
Andrew,
Games Vault, featuring Man-Eater. Be sure to claim your copy before the sale ends on June 16th. Tune into the Epic Games Store
esperar lançar e jogar.
Summer Showcase on June 10th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We're taking a look at new announcements and updates from PC titles heading to the store this year and beyond.
Disseram que vai lançar até pro Xbox One, o Resident Evil 4 Remake, então deve lançar pra Play 4. Falei pra vocês, cara, lançar só pra Play 5 é maluquice, é perder dinheiro. Ninguém ia comprar, não.
You nuts?
Tô errado, né? Ah, não duvido que vão ligar o Resident Evil 4 Remake com 3 Remake, não. Tem que fazer isso, porque, porra, é a continuação. Óbvio que tem que ligar, né? Quando saiu o trailer do Resident Evil 3 Remake e eu vi o Nemesis do jeito que tava, eu já brochei, velho. Só esperei o jogo lançar e joguei, mas não esperei mais nada. Sabia que ia ser uma merda. Aí, pra melhorar, vocês zeram o jogo em 1h30. A primeira vez que eu zerei, demorei 8 horas, né? Porque eu não sabia. Se eu for fazer um rushadão rápido, 1h30 tu zera fácil. Vai lançar pra PC também, cara. Resident Evil 4. Aí, aqui, põe aí, ó. Só falar no diabo. Fala no capeta, ele aparece. Toma. Porra, vagabundo não tem mais o que inventar. Jogo do futebol do Mario. Meu Deus, a Nintendo tá desesperada.
Hi, my name is Carl and I'm a developer on Metal Hellsinger. You know how in some games where the music's really good, you feel compelled to move and shoot to the beat? But what if you had to? In Metal, the better you are at slaying to the beat, the more intense.
É de alguma banda de metal? Não conheço não. The Outsiders. Desculpa, amigo, mas não conheço a música.
So while headbanging isn't mandatory, we do recommend it. Our demo is live now on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation platforms, so go check it out and slay to the beat.
Vou meter a musiquinha do cara junto com o jogo, é isso?
That one was Metal Hellsinger, coming later this year from Funcom, a rhythm shooter with metal music. And right now, as I mentioned, a demo has launched on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation for you to play for free. Next up, A new game launches tomorrow, The Quarry from Supermassive Games. This spiritual successor to Until Dawn stars David Arquette and an all-star cast. It's getting great reviews, and this is one of those binge-worthy teen horror entertainment experiences where your every choice shapes your story and determines who lives and who dies at a camp in upstate New York. Here's the first look at the launch trailer.
Family is the most important thing in the world. But if your whole family, you know, like every last one of them decided to jump down the bottom of a well and they're all just hanging on the end of a rope, how can one person be expected to pull them all back out? You can't. So you pull on that rope and you're just gonna fall right down to the bottom of the well with the rest of them. And what's the point of that?
What? There is a lot more to this than you realize.
Like what?
Kidnapping, murder, cover-ups. I think the whole Hackett family is in on it.
You have no idea what's going on here. Not a goddamn clue. All right, let's do this.
Who should I call?
911.
You mean 911? Who says 911?
Goodbye, cruel world.
We gotta get out. I'm gonna enjoy watching you.
Cara, deve ser o mesmo peso do Resident Evil 8.
This isn't a ghost story. It's a creature feature. It's really happening and you're all in it.
This is gonna get a little messy.
The Quer. Dia 10 de junho.
Them's the rules, you noob.
Back at the Game Awards, we were proud to reveal Nightingale, a shared world survival crafting game from Inflection Games up in Canada. Now it's time to give you a brand new look and deeper look at the game, including its innovative realm card system that lets you impact things like the weather pattern, resources, and challenges in this procedural realms. Here's your exclusive
Nightingale. Nightingale. Inglês é uma
You're
merda.
alone in the realms, I'm afraid. The portals are a mess. Not even sure if Nightingale made it.
Fala aí, Matheus. Você também, mano. Deus te abençoe também.
Given how fragile you humans are,
Gamezinho de sobrevivência?
I'd say that staying fed, dry, and rested should be your priority. If the portal arch is inactive, you'll need to make realm cards from rare resources. Once you have realm cards, you can activate the portal. Beware though. Foul things lurk in the interrealm.
Eu quero saber uma coisa. Cadê o The Forest 2? Que até agora ninguém falou mais nada.
Be ready with your axe pick.
Todo mundo viu o trailer do próximo Resident Evil, Lucas? Agora, vamos ver se vai ser bom, né? Tá, próximo jogo. Esse aí não me chamou a atenção, não. Próximo.
Shadows have offended. Think but this, and all is mended.
Nightingale. Ah, foda-se também como fala.
The Saints are marching in on August 24th with the reboot of Saints Row that we revealed last year at Gamescom. And today, we're happy to announce the launch of the Boss Factory demo across PC and console, which lets you design and set up your character. And since it's Saints Row, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Check it out.
Pretendo fazer, né, mano? Se o pessoal dar uma força aí nas lives, aparecer.
You gotta do something to capture people's attention.
Se eu começar a fazer a live do bagulho e tiver 10 pessoas, pô, é foda, né? Desanima. Demora a lançar um Saints Row novo e quando lança com bagulho, porra. Tá estilo GTA V. Importaram os gráficos do GTA V, é isso?
Seriously, this is perfect. Dinner and a show, baby.
Ih, tem vampiro. Olá, nobre Meliodas. Ah, é de graça, né? Legal.
Next, we've got an exclusive first look at extended gameplay of Warhammer 40K Dark
Não,
Tide.
GTA 6 não vai ser nem perto disso aí, não.
Vermintide series. Dark Tide promises intense 4-player co-op action and
A Rockstar vai ter que se superar, cara.
team up against. And it's out on
Tá com
September
gráfico de GTA
13th
V,
for
cara,
PC,
esse Saints Row.
on Steam and exclusively on console on Xbox.
Ah, GTA V total, vi GTA 6, mané.
Manufacturer MHL1736 is heading towards a power systems failure thanks to a bit of heretic sabotage. So you're going to restore the coolant and hopefully save the day.
Depende, né, cara? Tem jogo que o gráfico é feio e não roda. Ah, cara, nada demais não. Só merda. Não anunciaram nada de bom. Mais do mesmo, como sempre. As produtoras de jogos sempre estão copiando umas às outras, não estão nunca inovando. Caraca. Próximo, por favor, obrigado.
Bloober Team is known for psychological horror games like Blair Witch.
Tá baixando para testar? Beleza,
Today,
Vitor.
they are ready to reveal their latest creation made completely in Unreal Engine 5 for a visceral horror experience. It's a return to the world of layers of fears. Get a dose of this.
Lembro de tudo da época lá do Huawei Station. Aí eu achei teu canal lá no comentário da Central, não conhecia. Bem-vindo aí, mano. Tem tempo, hein? 00 cassete. Cacete. Moleque, a gente boa.
redemption. It's a lie. This is a story of my fear, pain, and hatred, of the horror of my loneliness. And it is mine to tell.
Now I see it.
Uma história de horror psicodélico.
All this suffering. There was no other way.
Se prepare para uma nova experiência.
You really shouldn't have.
Feito na Unreal Engine 5. Não parece. Será que isso daí não é um Engine 5 mesmo? Ou não é papinho de porra de vendedor de computador da Positivo?
I was trapped in this house, bound by this body. Now I break free.
Fears. Layers of Fears. Camadas do medo. Fears é medo, né? Fear é medo.
Gotham Knights arrives. Batman is dead, and it's up to the Batman
Me corrijam,
family,
por favor. Fear.
Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin to protect
Batman
Gotham.
Knight.
To give us an exclusive new
Fear.
look,
Translate
let's head to
Google.
Montreal to hear from executive producer Fleur Marty.
Hello and warm welcome from WB Games Montreal. I'm Fleur
É
Marty.
medo.
I'm the executive producer
Camadas do
on
medo.
Gotham Knights. Today, we are thrilled to
Meu
share
inglês
more
ainda tá
with
bom.
you on one of our beloved knights, Nightwing. This showcase is the first in our character series, and we're really looking forward to share more with you as we continue working towards our launch on October 25th. So I hope you enjoy the show and stay tuned.
Aquela porra ali, né? Nem porra do. Não é um Real Engine 5, nem aqui nem na China.
I had nothing. And then this city became my home. Its people became my family. Gotham gave me
Então, o nome do jogo é Camadas do Medo.
It deserves to feel safe.
Ó o Robin. Robin 2.
No matter how hard we try,
Robin 3.
there's always more to do. And now, it's up to me.
Robin 4. Vários Robin.
I got this, Bruce.
Bate-mulher.
That was Gotham Knights, and now we welcome. Oh,
Vai ter lá de Final. Hoje não vai ter lá de Final Fantasy não, mano.
Co-president of Naughty Dog. Great to have you.
Hoje é só do show dos horrores aqui.
An eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans, and
alguma coisa relevante já foi anunciada? Metalhead. Ainda não, meu parceiro ou minha parceira.
Well, the good news is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with people about all things at Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us fans because Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's the 2-year anniversary for Last of Us.
Vão lançar o The Last of Us para PC remasterizado, né? Pelo que falaram.
Crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still.
O remake.
They're still sending us letters.
Co-presidente da Naughty Dog.
This journey and this world means so much to them, and it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Multiple projects, okay, very interesting. So what can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode has evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond.
Como é um remake do The Last of Us? Porque o gráfico não tá obsoleto.
And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Okay, well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you,
vai ter multiplayer do The Last of Us,
né? It's as big as any of our single-player games that we've done, and in some ways bigger. It's got a story. The way we're telling that story is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us. And you're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Next year, so I wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay, well, very exciting that this has evolved, and I mean that concept.
Não alterar não, cara, senão mexeria no 2, né?
Storytelling fused with multiplayer live game.
Isso daí é do multiplayer, gente. Eles estão falando do multiplayer.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day, it feels like, up in Calgary.
Se eu não me engano, falaram que vai ter várias partes novas,
HBO, right?
Coisas novas no multiplayer e tudo mais.
For the past year, you know, we've teamed up with Craig Mazin of Chernobyl fame and HBO to adapt The Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but
colocaram a mecânica do 2.
Not only is it so good, and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game.
Eu acho que a única coisa que podem fazer com The Last of Us é pegar os gráficos do parte 2, jogar pro 1 e botar a mecânica, só isso. Não tem o que fazer mais ali.
The entire series, last day of filming.
Tem que mexer.
Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up.
E até então os gráficos do The Last of Us 1 é parecido com 2 já.
You actually got to direct one of the episodes?
Não tem tanta diferença.
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you could see.
Isso é o da HBO, né?
Museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year. Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera.
Tá aparecendo a Ellie e o Joel aí na foto, né?
It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like the video game. Everything that I've seen, both public and other stuff, makes it feel.
Cara, a HBO costuma fazer coisas boas, tirando o final do Game of Thrones, né?
From the front side now for the first time.
Fizeram merda, lixo total.
As well, right, serious?
You'll hear about it very soon.
Mas costuma fazer coisa boa.
All right. Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting. And I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay, come on up.
Que os atores aí?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings, we said, Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it. And we're such fans of like the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it wasn't.
Ele vai ser o Joel e ela vai ser a Ellie, isso mesmo?
To the camera and like a cameo.
Não,
These are real roles that we're keeping under wraps for now. But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much stuff I feel like
so good
on the internet. There's so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you. So you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've had
except for today.
Except for today. Except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us to do.
São os dubladores no idioma inglês.
Because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew. I have to say, when I walked out on set. To be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game. Was one of the greatest.
Tiveram que dublar de
was
novo,
coming
né?
home to friends.
Yeah, the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good. I love the story. I love being a part of it.
I'm so excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and are these characters we know from the game that they're playing new characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier today. Lots of talk about the idea, or really what's happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision, and we're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
So why'd you leave Boston?
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
It's got everything to do with that little girl.
A voz do Joel, eu prefiro ela em português, hein?
You know,
Dia 2 do
I've
9.
never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared
Ah, já vai vir com a DLC,
In this
né?
world, that's good
Left
for one
Behind.
thing.
É Left Behind a DLC? Que é a primeira namorada dela lá.
I can take care of myself.
How many close calls have we had? I get into trouble down there. You make every shot count.
I got this.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
Surely one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these. These performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah,
right?
actually, we came up with a process where you could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retarget it on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by side, so just how much it has changed. That you went and you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
Everything was rebuilt from the ground up.
Olha isso.
Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing.
Olha lá, o parte 1 tá com gráfico do parte 2.
Great thing about these faces
Importaram os gráficos, olha lá, tá
they're
vendo?
closer to the original performance.
E foi
All the animators went and
refeito
studied those
os
videos
gráficos,
and got
os
it closer to
cenários.
what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new
Pô,
AI,
maneiro,
like
hein?
all the combat is redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show,
Mostraram a
because
diferença
they're
bem
only
clara
players
aqui,
for
mano.
PS5 and PC.
Yeah.
We wanted them to have the definitive version
Maneiro.
of The Last of Us.
Well, now you guys get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to
Tiveram que dublar de
refresh
novo,
my memory
né?
before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I wwent straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the anniversary of Part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another playthrough with this.
I can't wait to go back because it was you guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
Assim, eu não achei a diferença muito gritante não, mas tá maneiro.
I imagine that think of The Last of Us 2 combat, but kind of that back in The Last of Us 1.
Well, it's the whole all the new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on Uncharted 4, Last of Us 2, we apply to this again to give.
Caralho, a Capcom inaugurou esse lance de remake, de refazer, né, com Resident Evil 1. Como é que eles conseguiram se fuder, né, mano, fazer só cagada.
Release September 2nd on PS5.
É lançado daqui a
shortly thereafter on
3 meses, né?
Neil, you've talked a lot about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games. I haven't given up my
Eu
day
também
job.
acho que não precisava não, mano. Mas
It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save it.
But you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll try and save it. All right. Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September.
Esse apresentador aí nem deve jogar videogame essa porra.
All right, well, that is going to do it. Thanks to Naughty Dog and PlayStation for that very special look at The Last of Us and the entire franchise and where things are going. Very, very excited about that. All right, Summer Game Fest continues over the next few days. Coming up right now on this very stream is Day of the Devs with I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, including an exclusive new look at the planet Atlanta. And then the Devolver Digital Showcase. Tomorrow, we've got Netflix Geeked Week, which I'll be co-hosting.
Amanhã vai ter Netflix, Epic Story, Tribeca Games.
Epic Games Store Showcase. And then finally, Sunday, it's the Xbox
e depois Xbox Bethesda
Showcase at summergamefest.com. As for me, I'll see you again in August when we are back live in Cologne, Germany for Gamescom Opening Night Live on August 23rd. And then the Game Awards will return in December.
Dezembro volta ao The Game Awards.
And finally, I'm excited to share that Summer Game Fest will return in June 2023 as a digital and
Cara, a única coisa boa aí desse de hoje foi o The Last of Us.
Thanks for being a part of Summer Game Fest. And remember, there are more events and announcements to come. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for watching. Aí amanhã a gente vê o que tem. Olha o pessoal vomitando. Caralho, vagabundo é foda.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Day of the Devs. Day of the Devs. What? You don't know what Day of the Devs is? Day of the Devs is the greatest and definitely the oldest independent games festival that exists. It was started over 10 years ago by Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit to celebrate the best independent games out there and bring them to you, the fans. We wanted to bring developers and players together to get together, play games, and have a great time. It used to be a physical event only in San Francisco, but now it has gone digital so the whole world can enjoy it. And we're really excited this year to be part of Summer Game Fest. So sit back, relax, put on your party hats.
This thing? I'm supposed to put this on?
That's right, everybody. Put on your party hats. Everybody. Everybody. That's right, that looks good. Now we're cooking. Put on your party hat and enjoy Day of the Devs.
We got a new one today. This is from a good friend Michael Frey and Rafael Munoz. Previously, Michael made a game called Kids with Playables that we published at Double Fine Presents. And this is his new one. It's about the limited time we have on Earth told through the life of a fly. This is called Time Flies.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael. You might know my work from a game called Plug and Play.
Ah, não tô a fim de ficar vendo essa porra não, mano.
Company called Playables, where we made a game called Kids. But today we're gonna talk about this guy in my upcoming project that is a collaboration with Rafael Munoz, who is the principal programmer on the game. The project we're collaborating on is called Time Flies.
Algo sobre o dia dos desenvolvedores. Ah, tá. Joguinho da morte.
Time flies is about our limited time in this world. In Switzerland, where I'm right now, we have a life expectancy of maybe 84 years. In the US, it's about 77 years. So you have a little bit less time to achieve the things you want in
Pô,
your
ainda tem
life.
esse bagulho de guerra entre sonista e quem gosta de Xbox? Caralho, hein? Acho mó bobeira isso. Mano, os malucos são muito apelão aqui, ó. Sumner Game Fest, tem DLC do Elden Ring e God of War. Cadê? Não teve nada. Os caras são muito baiteiro, mano. Só fazem
In time flies,
título
the
byte.
things you can achieve are nicely prepared on a bucket list.
Ah, na
This is
moral,
a
não vou
very
ficar
small
assistindo
part
essa
of
porra não, mano. Acabou. Parabéns pra vocês que produzem jogos, que fabricam, vocês são pica mesmo, são inteligentes pra caralho, fazer essa porra é difícil pra caralho, mas não tô com saco de ver essa merda aí não. Pô, acho bobeira, cara, essa disputa aí. Ah, Xbox é melhor, PlayStation é melhor. Mano, os dois são bons pra caralho, tá ligado? A única coisa que diferencia é os exclusivos. Fora isso, os exclusivos do PlayStation, infelizmente, né, ou felizmente, são melhores. Mas, porra, mano, os consoles são bons pra caralho, mano. Joguei muito Xbox 360, entendeu? Já joguei no Xbox One de um amigo meu. E, porra, show de bola. Vou fechar essa porra, não vou ficar assistindo essa merda, não. Então é isso aí. Encerrou, amanhã tem mais, aí vê o que vai ter aí e acabou. Joguinho da mosca com as formigas. Meu Deus, o cara vai lançar esse jogo. Time Fly. Meu Deus do céu, vai lançar o joguinho da mosca. O cara deve ter feito esse jogo aí em 2 horas, mano. Joguinho da mosca. Caraca, preto e branco. 2 pixels. Meu Deus do céu. A sua vida é curta. A vida da mosca é curta. Se eu não me engano, ela vive em torno de 30 horas, alguma coisa assim. Faça o melhor com o tempo que você tem. Oh, meu Deus. Porque você vai morrer. Essa é a tradução. Caralho, mano. Pessoal, what the fuck? Game do ano. Game do ano. Pô, Blastoise, não vai rolar essa parada aí, meu bro. Gente, obrigado a todos pela presença. Já assistimos aí esse evento aí que só teve o The Last of Us de bom. E os malucos aqui não sabem nem baitar, hein? Aqui. God of War. Aqui, ó. Vem DLCs de The Elden Ring e God of War Ragnarok. Ou seja, os caras estão afirmando no título deles que vai vir a DLC do Elden Ring e God of War Ragnarok, né? Meu Deus, mano. Se eles não quisessem fazer um byte, colocasse o ponto de interrogação ali na frente, depois do K, né? Mas, tudo bem. Cada cachorro que lamba sua caceta. Então é isso, pessoal. Tchau, até amanhã. E é isso. Fiquem bem aí. E amanhã a gente vê se vai ter mais alguma coisa aí de bom. Fui.